Welcome back to Straight Shoot, guys, and that's not Jack. This is Vigilante Talks from social media, one of my dearest and closest friends in the wrestling community, and I can say this for the most honest truth. The one thing I can say is, in the wrestling business, whether you are a wrestler, you are a content creator, you are behind the scenes or whatever, you have minimal true friends. And Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes talk on this all the time. I can honestly say this is one of my truest friends in the pro wrestling industry. We have waited, I'm going to say, almost 3 years to do content together. Like, it's been talked about. We've had long phone calls, just trying to figure out where things fit. And now I think we've finally come up with a topic. Today we are doing, and moving forward, TVT talks with Vig and Tesh, or takes with Vig and Tesh, because takes because the biggest thing is, you and I, when we sit here and talk wrestling offline, we talk about a lot of stuff that would piss people off. Like, yeah, go right ahead. You can take that.
I talk a lot of shit, period, that people just goes off. Like 90% of the comments is people going at me because of my takes. You're probably one of the people that challenge me the most when it comes to my takes. And then the other day we had like an hour conversation about John Cena and everything that was going on. And then that's when after 3 years, that's when I went, Steve, I got it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So this is going to be a full so this is going to be a full segment on the Straight Shoot YouTube channel. We might go audio with it. We're definitely going to have a lot of clips and stuff over on both of our social medias. Dude, I just want to say to you, man, I'm pissed off at you. I'm not happy with you right now. You made
that's a take.
You made something the other day on your AI, or if you created it yourself, I don't know what you did. But on your Instagram, you made a caution tape women's world title for Naomi. Bro,
that was fire, right?
Next to the neon Naomi title that they made, that might have been the worst title since that one, or the wood title for Daniel Bryan. If WWE ever do that, I am finding you and taking your phone away.
But I'm gonna tell you something though, right? I've done a lot of things that people kill me for, but that belt has been the one people comment that they like the most out of a lot of the things I've done lately.
That was so bad.
I don't know, bro. I love it. We're gonna put it right here so people can see. Leave in the comment what you guys think, because I think he's going crazy.
Talk to me about that shirt, man. Like, I'm vibing with that shirt, man. Like,
wrestling is cool again.
Move your mic out of the way. We've got so we got WWE, we got EC Dub. We got TNA. We do have GCW at the end. We've got AAA. We've got TNA. We've got NXT. What's that one? I can't see it. And
Ohio.
Oh, okay. So we got OV Dub. And what's the L? What's the L?
This one?
Yeah.
Lucha Libre.
Okay.
Underground.
Okay. Dude, like,
you got AEW.
Yeah, I said AEW. Is that, and then dude, that is that's dope.
So the idea is, you know, that I cover a lot of independent, not just WWE. So I wanted people to know that wrestling is cool. When we say wrestling is cool again, you know, because it stopped being cool for a while. When I say wrestling is cool again, it's not just WWE. There's a lot of wrestling going on. Actually, right now, take number one from the show. I think when it comes to wrestling, I will put WWE main roster at like number 3 somewhere.
Wow, there's a take. There's a take. And by the way, we're not trying to rip off any other podcasts with that shirt. I'm just saying it's wrestling is cool again, because that is the true statement on that. Wrestling is cool again. But I'm gonna go back to what you just said. 3?
Number 3.
3?
Yeah, I will have to put WWE at number 3.
Listen, you're just coming in a little too hot right now. Like, let's slow play this whole
main
thing.
Roster WWE. Keep in mind that I said main roster WWE number 3.
Where's NXT?
Number 2.
you listen. The NXT the NXT roster, okay, is stacked. It's probably the most stacked we've seen since early Black and Gold. Okay. And I'm talking just before Seth and them ended up going up.
Right.
But I can name 10 wrestlers on the WWE main roster that overshadow the entire NXT roster.
If you're talking about being big stars or being
no, I'm just saying in-ring talent.
Well, I'm talking about the overall when it comes to in-ring performance, storyline consistency, and a better well put together show. NXT is better than both Raw and SmackDown for me.
I think what you're looking at with NXT compared to the main roster shows is it's not as commercial, and that's probably the best word to use for it. The NXT main roster show
is consistent.
It flows. We're not getting literally physically violated by sponsors left, right, and center. We're not getting 3.5, 4 minute commercial breaks that are literally the same commercials every 5 minutes because WWE is getting paid a bag to do promotion right now. We don't have Slim Jim table spots, all that kind of stuff. I get.
Hey. I need a Slim Jim table. Day number 26 of me asking for a Slim Jim table.
But my point being is, the storylines in NXT don't compare to the storylines on the main roster. They don't.
They consistent.
Okay,
but so, bro, tell me, right? And I'm gonna push this one out the way so we could just get it out the way. Okay. Aside from the Naomi, Jade, and Bianca storyline, right? Tell me what storyline in the main roster has actually been consistent lately.
Punk Seth has been consistent for almost 2 years.
I don't think so.
No?
So
Punk and Seth hating the entire roster?
Punk and Seth and even Drew is an easy scapegoat, right? So you got things that's going on and you want to make sure a PLE, we rushing this PLE, we need to get something done. All you got to do is put Seth and Punk to argue in the ring. And that's it. It's back up because there's a natural hate there.
Okay.
It's the same situation with Drew. It doesn't mean that they keeping up with that storyline. It just mean that that's a easy way to go to get a match.
Okay, but
you understand what I'm saying? Because sorry to cut you off. On the way to the CM Punk and John Cena and all of that, right? Before that, 2 months before that, there was no involvement with CM Punk and Seth at all. There was nothing going on that would intertwine both of these people in a storyline. But again, let's say tomorrow they decide to say, okay, Seth is not hurt, correct? All they got to do to insert Seth in this Punk and Gunther situation is just get them to argue in the ring. That doesn't mean they have been keeping a steady storyline between them. It's just always there. Drew is on SmackDown right now. Punk is on Monday Night Raw. If you want to bring Drew to Monday Night Raw again, all you need to do is have him kick the shit out of Punk. All of a sudden, he's back in the storyline. So what I'm trying to say is, I know where you're going. Yes, it works, and yes, it sells.
Okay,
and it's easy, but it's not consistent. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so then there's actually like an asterisk on your argument because Punk and Seth is always there. Drew's hatred for the main roster and everyone around, and Drew not telling lies, is always there. Yes, it's a safety net for WWE, but you can't say
exactly what it is.
But you can't say it's not a good storyline. That's where I'm going with that.
I'm not, bro. I didn't say
it's not carrying. Sorry, it's not carrying.
It's not as consistent. That's all I'm saying. It's not consistent. You want to talk to me about a consistent storyline? I gave it to you in the beginning of the conversation. Naomi, Bianca, and Jade. That has been consistent.
But they just ended it.
No, they have not.
Moving Naomi to Raw is basically not saying we're not getting the triple threat at SummerSlam.
Moving Naomi to Raw is just the way I see it, right? is gonna get you to think. There's a possibility that at the end of SummerSlam or somewhere in the way, you could have both Naomi and Jade as champions in different brands.
So we go Night of Champions.
You understand what I'm saying? And
yeah.
then we go to Crown Jewel, what they usually do, champion versus champion.
Well, Night of Champions is in Perth this year. That's where they'll do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my bad. So, you understand what I'm saying? The story is still there. Even the fact that Naomi decided to go Raw, right, is part of that story. It's just part of her character. Her character is unpredictable. You understand what I'm saying? Her character is a rebel. It's obnoxious, and I fucking love it. But one take inside of another take. Best heel character right now in the WWE is Naomi.
No shot. Drew.
She crazy.
Still Drew. Or unless there's an asterisk on Drew, like just being the best heel character for the past like 4 years.
Yeah, no, Drew is
that's okay. So before you decide to throw shots out like that, I don't disagree, because I don't look at Naomi as Naomi, and what she said on her promo the other day actually is wild, because she goes, "Oh, you guys weren't feeling the glow. Don't cheer for me now." No, I wasn't feeling the glow. I hated the glow. I hated that entire character. But Trinity over in TNA, I fucked with. Like
and you know what's funny? This new character resembles Trinity from TNA.
It's completely Trinity at TNA.
So when these people talk about this character doesn't make sense, I'm like, oh, you guys need to step out of WWE for a little bit and watch something else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So my point being is, yes, I agree. I'm going to say Trin. Trin is one of the best heels in WWE right now. I do agree with that. But like the best is still for now and probably 2 to 3 more years going to be Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is so comfortable in his own skin right now that it actually puts a smile on my face, because you know me, I'm a massive fan of the heel.
Me too.
Yeah. And what
I'm trying to tell you is, go ahead, my bad.
Sorry, let me finish off. To see someone in their element, I was just looking down at my screen and I saw the word element, and it works perfect. To see someone so comfortable in their element like Drew McIntyre is right now is exactly what you want to see from a professional wrestler. And this is why I want to go to, like, I wanted to touch on what I think they need to do with Austin Theory.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Austin Theory. We're gonna get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that, but I'm just going to say this quick. Austin Theory needs to take the path of Drew McIntyre. Go away, find yourself.
Okay. In that sense, okay.
Go away, find yourself. Come back and be a top guy. But go back to, we've got completely off track. Before we go to that, we've got completely off track because I wanted to ask you something. Going back to the original conversation of NXT storylines, take away Tony D and that whole storyline. Give me a storyline that has lasted more than 6 months in NXT.
Jordan Grace? Are we gonna forget about Trick Williams? And everything that Trick Williams have been doing. What's the build up to where Trick Williams got after both getting into the whole debacle with why do I always forget his name?
Joe Hendry,
the ruler,
Obafemi, but they're okay. But that's stories,
and then from there, getting into the whole storyline with Joe Hendry and all of that, bro. You can't deny that. You can't just say no. The thing is, what I'm trying to tell you, when you compare NXT to Monday Night Raw, right? I'm talking about the consistency. You understand what I'm saying? Is Monday Night Raw and SmackDown capable of doing great storyline and be able to sell it? Yes, 100%. They got better stars, both in ring and the microphone. We talking about developmental in NXT.
Yeah.
The fact that they in the conversation, in this conversation, is crazy to me. So
who's number one then?
TNA.
Oh, 100%. Okay. If I was going to say, if you were even going to like push the AEW button, I was going to just say we're not talking anymore, because I know we got wild takes, but like TNA arguably does have some of the best stories
My,
in
my
pro
only
wrestling.
take, my only take with EAW is that EAW puts better pay-per-views than WWE.
Oh,
But
hands down.
when it comes to the whole production and wrestling of it all, of course I'll pick WWE over AEW.
Yeah.
But I'll pick TNA over all of those.
Oh, 100%. And I think going into this, this is being recorded before Slammiversary. We're gonna see what Slammiversary and what TNA has done. What I did love to hear the other day was the owner of TNA, the president of TNA, said that WWE has really helped with the storylines, but it wasn't like a takeover. It's been a smooth transition and process that WWE has really boosted TNA. A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, Trick Williams, a WWE guy holding the TNA title, and a lot of people are saying, you know, this is really not helping TNA. Everyone's talking about TNA right now. Like, I'm begging WWE to buy TNA at this point, but let it run as its own entity, like AAA is running as its own entity. And yes, we've got the likes of two very controversial characters on both shows. We've got Alberto El Patron over on AAA, who's still under, yes, a contract with TKO, but he is not a WWE entity, so AAA can run as its own thing. You look at TNA, they've got Tessa Blanchard over there, who is a very controversial figure. Listen, I think she's a great in-ring talent. I hope she actually gets to evolve and move past whatever the stuff was, or all the stuff with her was.
I think she's getting there.
She's getting there, but like, TNA's running as its own entity. As long as these TKO purchases run as their own entities and leave the organic matter to what TNA is, like the respect of bringing AJ Styles back with his old theme and the way they marketed that was very TNA, you know?
That was very, very, very TNA. And bro, I'm telling you, I got warmed inside when he said, when he put up a tweet and said Slammiversary is gonna be phenomenal. You saw it the first thing I posted on my story. I was like, oh, I see what you did there. You know? And I think going on with what you were saying, I got a little take on that, is that TKO should do that. TKO should grab some of these other companies. TNA should, even HOG, and keep them as
fourth rope.
Keep them as their own entities, because like that, you could keep WWE to be your advertisement. That's all you want to do. You want to give advertisement. You want to make big money. You want to make this big ass events with $2,000 tickets that normal people like me and you can't make it. I can't fucking pay $4,000 for 2 tickets for SummerSlam. You understand what I'm saying? You want to do that for that high end public.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Maybe
grab these right here so you could keep the feel and the entity of wrestling, but don't change them. You understand what I'm saying?
No, and I get that. WWE is definitely priced out a lot of the people that were their originals. Like, I'll just say this, and this is only a couple of years, and you actually were one of the first people to say I was crazy for doing it. When I bought the front row tickets for Elimination Chamber in Montreal, I think I said to you, my tickets for both nights, which was SmackDown, I was front row. Elimination Chamber, I was 6th row. And I ended up paying $1,800 for both tickets, American.
Yeah. I was like, you're fucking crazy.
I'm crazy. Did you see what front row at SummerSlam is?
Bro.
$47,000.
Bro, it's crazy. So they trying to do the, I don't know. I don't. And this is my thing, and a lot of the people online is gonna hate me for the next comment I'm gonna make, right? But $47,000 ticket for fast food type wrestling, I don't want it. you're giving me fast food product. I'm not gonna pay that price. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna tell me that you have a 2 nights SummerSlam event, but you only have 2 weeks to build it because you're too busy trying to compete with everybody else.
Yeah.
The build-ups lately have been horrific.
Oh, it's been actually something popped up on my Instagram today. I threw up on my story, and it was the Rock Austin Lincoln Park, or sorry, was it Lincoln Park? Limp Bizkit. It was the Limp Bizkit My Way video package, which it's the only GOAT conversation I'll have. That is the greatest promo package of all time, hands down.
Yeah,
we holy shit, we agree on something. That is the greatest promo package of all time.
Yeah.
Think of what enabled that to be the greatest promo package of all time. Almost 6 years of story buildup in Rock. Here's the thing about Rock and Austin. They did go their own separate ways. Rock was feuding with either Triple H or Mick Foley or whomever. Rock or Austin being out with his neck injury for a little bit, but he was always somehow intertwined with The Rock. That build. Go ahead.
And that kind of reminded me of what you were saying with Seth and Punk and Goat. It's the same thing. Yeah.
So trust me, when Seth and Punk finally culminate to its final, it's going to be one of the most ridiculous video packages we've ever seen. Because obviously the first thing we're going to see is their what indie promotion were they in together where they stood across the ring from each other? Was it Raw or was it no? Yeah. Was it Raw?
No.
Can't think of it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll update it.
We'll update it. But that first time of young, Tyler Black standing across from CM Punk. Then you move into the Shield conversation about how Punk was the one with the idea of the Shield. Then you move into Punk fucking off for 10 years. But when Seth Rollins is in the ring, you always heard the CM Punk chants. Then you have Seth fully crashing out at Survivor Series. That video package will be 10 minutes long to tell that.
Bro, and it's not only gonna be 10 minutes long, but it's gonna be cinema like Kids Golden nowadays. And it's gonna be something that makes sense. It's gonna make sense. It's something that we're waiting for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when going back to what you were saying, Rock and Stone Cold. Yeah. It's something that we was waiting for. It's something that it has to happen at some point. Yeah. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Yep. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing. But lately, they're not doing that. WWE is not going that route. Have things been working for them? Yes. Evolution turned out to be a great pay-per-view. The build-up was trash. But what made that pay-per-view so great were the acts in the show.
Yeah, of course.
Them ladies gave it all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
The wrestling that was going on in the ring was what made Evolution great. It wasn't no build-up. It wasn't no story. The only thing that was a story going into Evolution was Jade and Naomi.
It's kind of funny. The Evolution pay-per-view, if you had taken away the marketing, taken away the logo of WWE everywhere, I would have said it was written by AEW. And like we talk about, AEW puts on great pay-per-views. Take all the glamour and the effects away. Granted, AEW does have glamour and effects for some things.
But we know.
But if you take that whole thing away and you take a non-wrestling fan, you show them an AEW pay-per-view, you show them a WWE pay-per-view, and then say, watch this one and tell me who produced this. And most of them will say AEW produced that because that's what it was. It felt naked. It felt raw. It felt indie-esque.
You know why it felt like that? Because everybody that was in that event everybody that took part of it was hungry.
Yeah.
They were hungry. They were hungry to prove themselves. Them ladies were hungry to prove that they could put an event together
Yep.
by themselves. And they did that. And you know that ever since I started doing content 3 years ago, I've been extremely women wrestling heavy. Like I push women wrestling very strong.
Yeah.
And I was proud as a motherfucker when I saw Evolution. Just like I was super proud when I saw Tony Storm versus Monet. That match it will forever live in my brain, especially that one that one move that I like now to call the Bon Appetit, if you know what I'm talking about.
The Bon Appetit. Yo, my question is, I need to see the reverse angle of that, and need to see Mercedes' face when it happens.
Yo, that would have been amazing,
bro. There's no way she stayed in character. Like, there's no possible way she stayed in character. But yeah, the Bon Appetit.
The Bon Appetit, bro. That's what that's called. That move is called the Bon Appetit.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. That's my take right now. At this point, I feel like WWE is, main roster WWE when it comes to actual wrestling show, like a wrestling show. To me, WWE, the SmackDown, Raw is probably at number 3. I would put TNA first.
So before we get out of this part of the conversation, I need to ask, since you brought it up, Rhea versus Io, Tony versus Mercedes.
Which one's the best match?
Which one was the best match?
I can't pick one.
Neither can I.
I can't pick one. I would have to you will have to be an asshole and try to nitpick the smallest little detail. Because even one thing that people hate, which was Naomi's cash-in, that messed it up. To me, that made it great. It was perfect.
So that's my only argument if I was having to pick, just because up until that point, it was they were two very pure organic matches. You know, I'll tell you right now, a lot of people say Rhea Charlotte was one of the best matches at WrestleMania a couple of years ago. I think
Io and Rhea knocked that out the window.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you right now, I'm not a big Meltzer fan. I never have been. I'm like, if this guy does not give this match 5 stars, he's lost his damn mind.
He won't. He won because of the cash-in.
I'll tell you right now, either way, that match was 5 stars before before Jess's ref bump.
Bro, that match, her bump was amazing.
And she's been training. Shout out Jess for that ref bump, because that missile, listen, I think Io's got a great torpedo drop kick. But arguably Zoe Starks is way better. I
agree.
Her missile dropkick is way better than Io's, but that bump from Jess, that reminded me of late 90s Hebner bumps. Earl Hebner taking pure bumps. That man was we've had some really good ref bumps recently too. Little Nate, I'm still not too sure if he's fully recovered, but I'm just saying, Jess took a true ref bump, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate a good ref bump.
No, they don't. A lot of people oversee that. They they see it as an inconvenience, actually. And I actually think some of this refs, man, that adds so much to the storytelling that is next level, man. Whoever thought about doing that, and the fact that she actually went with taking the bump is
she's training to wrestle right now. She's training down at Evolve to wrestle. But the cool part about it, I think that was next to a female wrestler being involved as a referee. I think that was our first actual female ref bump.
We will have to look into that.
We're gonna have to look, guys, in the comments. Let us know. But I'm pretty sure.
Now that you mentioned it, I don't remember any female bump.
Daphne's never taken one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Daphne's never taken one.
You might be onto something. Look at you, 2-0 today. With me agreeing with you.
Settle down, bro. Settle down. I'm not even on the oos juice yet. No, I'm just joking. But no, point being is, okay, I'll give it to you. Storyline wise, TNA is taking the cake.
Wrestling wise as well.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna agree that WWE's 2 or well, I can't put WWE 3. I can't put WWE 3. I'm gonna say WWE's a little bit ahead because I'm seeing a lot more storylines that are building. Longest building storyline right now is Judgment Day, and I think even though they're not wrestling a lot, and
what's the story there,
bro? Finn being the puppet master of everything.
Hasn't he been the puppet master for a while now? He got Rhea out the group, then he got Damian out the group.
But this is my point. How's that not a long played story?
Okay, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Guess.
And now he's doing it to Dom to get Liv out. And when Liv comes, you know what I mean? So
I stand corrected.
So there's really, the thing is, the Judgment Day thing is so overlooked because we go back to Edge and what he did with it. And Judgment Day with Edge, this is probably, like, Edge has been around for so long. A lot of people look at that like the worst thing that Edge did. You know what? The idea of Judgment Day with Edge was great. The execution was poor.
Yeah.
When we got the Terror Twins involved with Dom and then bringing Finn in, and then recruiting Dom, very well executed. You know,
that was the best part of the Judgment Day right there.
Exactly.
And that's another thing. That's another take that I have in between what you were saying. The fact that WWE didn't capitalize in the Terror Twins is fucking ridiculous to me.
I still think there's room there. I still think
they could always bring it back.
I still think because of I don't know if you watch a lot of the outtakes of like the behind the scenes stuff, and that's something we're gonna do for the next video. But like the Terror Twins backstage, like Damian Priest and Rhea are like connected at the hip backstage. And you know, so being able to see them like that, WWE really missed. There was some merch put out, they worked it a little bit, but a big miss. And I hate to say this, dude, I wish WWE would get comfortable in the idea of bringing the Terror Twins back together and giving us that intergender match like we see in GCW, and like say Priest accidentally cost Rhea the world title or something, you know, and then Rhea starts like getting annoyed, and then Rhea accidentally costs Priests, and then it starts blending, and then we get, you know, a Royal Rumble match between a Rumble or a Survivor Series or a SummerSlam or even a Mania, Priest versus Rhea. Rhea could go. And I don't think either one of them would feel safer in in anyone else's hands.
Yeah, that's something that I could possibly see them doing. I don't think TKO or WWE will ever go to that realm.
No,
I don't see it, especially with the way they be carrying the whole situation lately. You know how they put in a second rocket behind Rhea's back now, so. You know how it is. But yeah, man, I think Terror Twins was one of the biggest misshot since the Invasion era.
Oh yeah, major missed opportunity there. Major missed opportunity there. All right, man. So I think we've beaten that to death. But guys, in the comments, let us know. This is going to be a straight up me and Vidge segment that we are going to flow with moving forward on Straight Shoot. Vidge, do yourself a favor. All the information is going to be down below, but plug yourself.
All of it. Vigilante Talks on every social media. That's it.
One of the best creators, and one of the I'm gonna give you the rub here. I'll give you the Straight Shoot rub. One of the best creators and undervalued. I'm gonna say that one of the most. I'll tell you right now, you have seen his content. if you have seen any images or hot takes, you have seen this man's content, and I'm so happy to bring him over to Straight Shoot and do this with him. So, dude, I'm so blessed to have you here. I'm so blessed to have you as a friend. Guys, comment down below. And until next time.
Yes, sir.
Be good people.
Let's talk about it.
Be good people.
Because that's what you follow me for. Or should follow me.